Your mom was over my house last night. What? What? I rubbed her feet. Why is Jen the general the enforcer of rules? She's like the police to me right now. Hi guys, it's Shad and we are back with the Politic'n section of Coco Therapy. And today I would like to talk about the protests that have been going on and the effect of the protests. For me, where I happen to work, they have demeaned the protests down to looting and rioting.
Did you hear about the riots? Why are they doing that? It's such a shit. Close mouth. Yes. If you want to be insensitive, take it away. I'm trying to take care of my patients right now. Very good, very nice.
Because they just don't want to learn about what's really going on. It is disheartening that I have to work in that environment. We need to make sure that as we're protesting, that we have actions legally that need to be taking place during these protests. That way we have a goal in mind, because protests shouldn't necessarily last forever. They should last until we see transformative shifts within our government agencies that are supposed to be protecting us. But I would like to share what the protests have happened, because I feel as though the protests plus changing legislation will actually help to prove that Black lives do matter. So an article that I found that highlights what all has been accomplished since we started protesting is from CNN. And for police departments, there's been a general reform of the police. As far as George Floyd, the charges for the police officer, remember when they only had one police officer arrested? Now they have all four, and that is from us protesting. We have more celebrities speaking up and out against the what's going on with police brutality. Even the NFL has decided to say something about police brutality and what's going on in the country. So, oh yeah, and Colin Kaepernick, he should get his job back if he really wants to play in the NFL, which, you know, we tried peaceful protesting, and even though there is some looting and some rioting, most of the people are peacefully protesting. I went down to those protests and we saw with our own eyes the police being the aggressors, the police being the ones that are hostile going against the protesters. And even in Columbus, there was a young lady by the name of Sarah Grossman killed at the hands of the police as a result from using excessive tear gas and excessive force against peaceful protests. So protesting has been a part of American history since its inception. If we go back all the way to the Boston Tea Party, how did America get here? Because Parliament at one point was trying to help an East India company, and we're going to start putting a tax on tea. And the people were like, we're not having that. So they disguised themselves and got onto one of the ships, and they put out like 140 cases of tea into the sea. And the government at that time, as a way to try to punish the people from doing that, we're going to start some type of reformative act to try to get the people to act right. Like, look, nah, we're going to tax you and you're going to like it. So then the people were like, nah, we can put this law and we're still not going to abide by it. And they revolted again. And that's how America came to be. Look up the Boston Tea Party. It was a protest against taxation. The people didn't want that. They uprose and did something about it, and then that law was changed, and that's how America became independent. This is the same type of situation. Black people, we are tired of being brutalized by the police, and we finally have a voice and have other allies, which need to turn into co-conspirators, if you look up that, to really get these laws shifted. And the protesting needs to continue until we see true legislation being changed. This has been Shad Jones, Politic'n, power to the people.